Hello, watchers and listeners of the Daily Dunes podcast. I'm your host, El Stefanos, and we have another episode coming at you live from Rove Studio downtown. Thank you, Rove, again for hosting us and amazing hospitality. If you like the videos, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you want to hear and see more videos on the YouTube channel, and hit the notification bell when I post new shorts and other content. Anyways, we have a long-awaited guest this time.
Is that so?
It's been a while since this episode is due, but finally we can record this podcast. And I've been waiting for almost months. No, it's been 2 months or more since the podcast came out. But the amazing, lovely Abhinav baby Sanjal, welcome to the podcast.
Thank
finally,
you.
yay! But yeah, welcome to the podcast, man. How do you feel finally sitting down and actually being on camera after a while?
I mean, I'm always on camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's finally good to be part of this.
Yes.
To be featured.
Yes.
So I thank
You're
you
always
for
in the
that.
back end of
Back
the
end, finally good to be on the
back
front end.
Yes.
So
But yeah, not just that. You have a lot. You
I
do.
help you with your technical stuff here.
Yes,
so
very.
it's
Thank you so
fine.
much.
No worries.
Big shout out to Abhiman. He's my chicha. Excuse me. But yeah, he's big help in a lot of things. But I call him chicha for a reason. Chicha. You know why I call him chicha? You know what the meaning of chicha is?
Yep.
What is chicha? Explain.
You want me to explain?
No, give one second.
Okay.
What is
I
what
mean,
small? What is the
In the
definition of
simplest
chicha?
term, I would say a brother.
Yes. So chicha is usually a Marathi term, I think. I'm not sure if you guys know anything.
You
Yeah,
should
but-
be knowing. Where did you
Yeah,
get it from?
so I got it from a friend of mine. He'll probably be on the podcast soon, maybe. I don't know. You never know. His brother usually calls him chicha, and I picked up from there. And Abhi, as the name suggests, always it's like I'm older than him. I just call him chicha because I see him as an older brother. But
Wow.
apart from that, we have a lot to talk about. Thing is, yeah, we meet often and we talk a lot. So it's very weird to have a whole episode of speaking about certain points, right? But we always have a lot to talk about, so that's a good thing. First thing I want to talk about is Georgia. We start off with Georgia, not the girl. We're talking about the whole country that we visited a while back. When was that?
It was a while back.
A while. How?
It feels like yesterday.
Yeah, it feels like yesterday though. It's a while back. How many days has it been?
I would say months.
What was the date today? It's 27th. Oh,
We went
yeah.
in July.
We went July
So it's been a month.
21st. It's been
Yeah,
a month
it's
and a
been a
few
month.
days. Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like yesterday because I can still go back and refresh memories. We're gonna talk about mainly about Georgia for now. For now, we'll start off with Georgia. We have a vlog. Shout out to the vlog that we did in Georgia.
In Georgia.
Yeah, thanks to your camera because I think my camera was just too bad. First episode, you guys saw how bad the quality was, and we have upgraded from one camera to multiple cameras with no batteries. So, but
It's okay. Technical side always there's a problem.
yeah, there's
so
always some
that's why
problem.
we
But
have backup.
hey man, we worked this out. Now we have two setups. Going with it, and we have two angles, and every episode I feel like is gonna be an improvement and it's an upgrade from the previous episode, which is always a good thing. We're working on audio for Spotify and Apple, but hopefully that comes soon. But for now, it's only on YouTube and only on YouTube for now. But yeah, you can listen to the audio soon.
Soon you'll find in more platforms.
More streaming platforms, yeah. So let's start off with Georgia for
I
once.
think before that we have to say our introductory statement,
What is?
which is Gamarjova.
Gamal Joba! Yes, Gamal Joba. We had to learn a lot of Georgian for... not a lot of Georgian. We learned Georgian in Georgia more than we learned before Georgia. We learned, obviously, the basic Gamal Joba and, Nakamdis and the simple terms like hello, good morning, thank you.
Which is what we used the entire time.
Yeah, we
Whoever
just...
you met, that's the first thing you should tell them.
Gamal Joba, and our guy, the Renka guy, George, he was like, oh, you guys are Georgian. You're like, yeah, man,
Just few
you're
words.
basically Georgian now. We just came back
Survived
home.
with just a few words.
Huh?
We survived with just a few
Yeah,
words.
yeah. You, we got scammed by a little bit because of your few words. Remember the picture we put in?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out in the end because
Worked
we got our deposit back.
I
But
mean,
yeah.
there's the ups and downs, So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was balanced.
What is it? Utsi? Remember?
Otsi.
Otsi, yeah.
Otsi
Otsi.
lari.
Otsi. Otsi means 20. So we had to put petrol in our car. We'll get to that later, but we had to put petrol in our car. And he goes like, I'm like, okay, we just put Kang Lari. And he's like, how was the Kang Lari? By the time we had, gotten the Kang Lari amount, I mean, like, to say to the guy, to the petrol fucking guy.
I just freaked out because
He started freaking out and he was like, Otsi Lari, Otsi Lari. And the guy's like, okay, Otsi Lari. And he just put 20 Lari worth of, like, double of what we wanted, what we needed for that car. So that's funny. It's funny to, like, always go back. Let's start from the beginning.
Yep.
How did this plan come about?
So I think we met one day. We were just sitting
meet
down.
all every day,
I mean,
almost.
this was specifically, I don't know, over tea or something.
Yeah.
And then we just talked about, like if we had to travel somewhere, where would that be?
I think what really like pushed me to like going to Georgia was you guys. I don't know if you guys can see. Rachel and all. They were going to Portugal, right? And they've been like planning it for over months. 7 months was it? Was it this thing? No. How long was your like you had to pay every month or something, right? How 1 year? 1 year. So finally, like, oh, they're going to Portugal. Okay, fine. Who else is going? And then Drang was going to India that month. Only people who were left here was V and Muni. Sharon was here, yeah. I was like, why not? Let's go. You were like, no, you were like, let's go. Why not? And over a day's time, we were like, should we go? We were like mulling. I was mulling over it. I was like, should I go? Should I not go? I don't know, man. It's the finance thing. Because I had to like leave for India as well. I had like 2 formalities to like complete. So I had to like save up money for those things as well, right? Save up funds and stuff like that. So I was like, is it worth going when you have so much like other responsibilities in the background, right? But I'm glad I did because it's really like it really showed like I think for the past few years I've been like constantly going back to India. And I think that gave me PTSD, like going back to my hometown.
Just wanted to go somewhere outside. Other
yeah, every time I go to the airport, I'm just like, oh, I'm going back to India, man. It's gonna be so annoying and same repetitive stuff, going back 10 hours and coming back 10 hours. And it's the same place, same people, and the whole situation that happened. I won't go much in detail about that. It just gives you like, it's memories, like, reminisce, I'm going back to my hometown. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. So I wanted to like get that thing above or like get it off my head. So this is really good. I'm glad that we did that. So yeah, continue. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. So.
You break it again.
Hello. Yeah.
Rach broke it in the other episode. Go watch the other episode. Yeah.
So we decided over a day, and I believe the next day we were at the travel and tourism place, and we just
was it
booked
next
flights.
day? No, I think it was end of the week. We decided we would go.
Yeah,
and then we had to like the decision happened within a day. Yes, we had to like, okay, should we go? I was like, and then by next day I was like, no, let's go. And then from then we started planning on, and I think end of the week we went and saw the travel and tourism guy, and I had to like, you paid for the tickets, right? Yeah. Because I was already traveling to India for another formality. Oh my god, sorry guys, I'm a little sick. If you can't tell.
So what did you bring us here then?
Just because I'm sick doesn't mean the podcast can't stop, man. You gotta hustle, you gotta keep going.
Yep.
Anyways, so then we decided to go, and we went and we booked the flights. We booked the flights for Georgia before I even left the country to India, which is supposed to happen in May.
I mean, that's planning. That's
yeah.
definitely planning.
Oh my god, the amount of planning. So much planning.
We'll get into it.
Yeah,
I have a lot to say about your planning.
Go on. Explain. Go on.
No, I mean later, right? Or right now?
And then what happened after the what do you call it?
I think so. Yeah, once we paid for the flight tickets, and then the next thing that came was getting the right itinerary, and I left that with you because I mean you're good at what you do.
I'm an overthinker. That's what it is. It's not.
Oh yeah. Speaking about overthinking, we were on a budget. That's what he called.
Yeah.
But you make sure that even if you starve to death, you're still on a budget.
I mean, see, man. I'm an overthinker. I'm also very like by the budget. I mean, I don't mind going over the budget, but then coupled with like
I don't think we ever went over the budget.
We went exact to the budget, you know.
Yeah, to the point where when we were coming back, we didn't even have money to eat.
No, don't say that. We had money to eat.
Clearly, we didn't.
We just didn't. We wanted to eat in the airport, but then the Wendy's at the airport was just too expensive. It's like 40 lari, which is like
the same price.
no,
to Dubai.
no, it's not. You know how much is it here? It's actually cheaper here. I mean, airports are generally more expensive. Even McDonald's, right? Also, you scammed me that day. So
I didn't.
we were like, so I went to India again, right? You were like, oh, McDonald's uses the app. It doesn't. Sharjah Airport doesn't have the
I
scanning
mean,
thing.
I assumed it did.
Yeah, but I forgot that you bought like a dosa before going to this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um, so the budget for you guys is what we spent was around 3.5.
Yeah.
The whole thing, A to Z, flights, hotels, cars, transportation, and food. So I mean, there was a lot of other things that wanted to happen. Like we wanted to go through a guide, a tour guide,
Yeah.
but then it was again too expensive. And I had other things after coming back as well, so I had to like keep a strict budget and not go over the budget because I had other things to go after. Right, I could save funds for that. So
But I think we had fun because if we were on a tour guide, I mean, they would only take us to places that they have planned in an itinerary. But what the advantage for us was that we could explore by ourselves.
yeah, and I think
that was the biggest benefit. Even though we didn't know where we were going to and what the whole thing is about, but
Yeah.
I think we still experienced it ourselves.
yeah, I think the first day, I mean the second day, we went to north of Gudari. We went to where was it? Steppensminga?
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to go to Daryali, right? You're like, hey, let's go Daryali. I was like, okay, how long is it? 20 minutes from me. Okay, let's go. And we just went off our itinerary. I can't spell it for some reason. Itinerary. How do you say it?
Itinerary.
No, that's like,
No.
how do you say it?
Schedule.
Oh yeah, well, your viewers, all the viewers watching today. So for those of you who don't know, we have a blog made up, and
Not where you expose me.
hey man, you hag, this is coming. You know I want. But coming back, I'm digressing too much. We planned it. We kept a budget of 3.5 per person, and that includes our flights, our hotels.
I think we wanted it to be the most
Yeah, I can hear it.
as we can.
Yeah, it's gone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we wanted it to be as cheap as we can because
Yeah.
obviously we had other
Bachelor
things to
lives.
look after.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did on a really good budget.
Yeah, and surprisingly, now that I think about it, I think we had the cheapest budget going to Georgia. I don't know how, because recently, I think over the last week and a half, one of my friends, one of my friends was like, "Hey, I want to go to Georgia," and I had to help him in the whole process, A to Z,
Plan and everything.
plan and everything, tickets, this, that, and. I mean, yeah. So, and his budget came around like his budget came to like 4 and a little bit above 4, which was also like, I'm like, how did this happen? Because he had his flight tickets was cheaper than ours for some reason.
I think we would have saved a lot more if we chose an alternative flight in the sense of.
Wizz Air.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No shout out to you. Unless you
This is not
sponsor us.
sponsored.
Unless it's sponsored, please sponsor us. I will shout
Next
you
trip
out.
to Armenia.
Next, yeah. I know. Funny enough, I'm already searching for the next trip because I'm like, I want to go out. I don't want to sit in here. And like, I love Dubai. Don't
I
get me
think
wrong.
it's like once you get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah,
want to
I really
go
like. I'm
everywhere.
a really travel guy. I like
and you
traveling.
only know that once you step out.
Yeah, true.
So now that we've done that,
I want to keep doing it again.
Exactly.
So yeah, then we booked our flights. I mean, we booked our flights back a week before I went to India, and then after I came back, we booked our Airbnb because you can take hotels. Hotels are expensive. I mean, see, this is the thing. What I suggest people who are going to like tourist countries, right? If you're going to like go explore the country or the place, don't take hotels unless you're gonna be in your hotel most of the time. If you're gonna be outside,
I think that's perfect if you pick a travel guide. If you're going as part of a travel and tour kind of thing, if you book a hotel because they'll take you everywhere. Whereas for us, we booked an Airbnb because we were going out and exploring by ourselves.
no, in the sense like, okay, for example, right, if I had to go to, let's say go back to Tbilisi for some work, right, or something else, or just a vacation. If I'm like I'm just gonna sit at home. I just want to chill. I like the vibes. I like the views. I'm gonna sit at home most of the time. I'm not gonna like go out and explore. Then I prefer hotel because hotel has more benefits. Like it's more comfortable. Oh, sorry. They have more benefits. They have more hospitality in terms of like they can do your laundry, this, that, food, breakfast in the hotel provided.
Service. I think the
Service. Yeah, they have a lot more services. With compared to Airbnb, it's just you're just going to live in your you're going to go live in your friend's place.
Just
for free.
to add that again, we were on a budget, so we need to.
We were also on a budget, so we had to like go cheap. And I think Airbnb, I found it last moment. I was like, no, let's go check out Airbnb, and then we checked out Airbnb. It was very cheap. So we had and the places that we went, the Airbnbs that we stayed in, very nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think the first next to Godavari that we found, that was just.
That was very nice. It was very beautiful. I loved that we had a view, and I loved the weather because I was outside the loft. I was in the balcony of the loft most of the time, and
it's just calm and peaceful.
It was very calm. It was so serene. It was so nice. It was just peace there, and there was just like a flock of sheep on the hillside. It's nice weather.
Even with the sunrise,
the sun rays,
the sunset,
and I was just sitting there with the hot water because I was sick for the first few days. I was just sick, but I had a hot water in my hand and just going through not even on my phone, but I was just there, just chilling. It was such a perfect tourist destination.
I think that's when you realize this is life.
This is life, bro. I was there. I was just like, wow. I would love to just be doing this all the time for vacations. But yeah, another thing is I'm a Godari guy, like I said in the vlogs.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, you are more of a city guy. I don't
definitely enjoyed the city a lot more.
Really?
I mean, okay, so if we were there for let's say 2 days,
yeah,
I would have enjoyed. I think the third day I was just like, okay, this is probably not my thing.
What is the difference?
I mean, for me, I believe it's because I've been in Dubai for a long time, and I think I'm used to the city life here. So I also prefer the same city life in Georgia.
What is it about the city? What is about the city and compared to the...
Just people, I mean, we barely saw people in Godavari. It was probably 100 people, whereas in Tbilisi it was thousands, millions of people.
There's a lot of people.
So I think that could be, and also, just seeing buildings.
I think for me, the difference is, what I think is that since we do live in Dubai and it's an amazing city and all, there's a lot of people, right? When I'm taking on a vacation or going away from this, I want to escape from this, right? I want to have a place where there's not a lot of people and there's just me, nature, and then me and my friend in nature. That's it. Or just me by myself and the nature. I want to escape from that whole bustling, hustling city life and just relax, see the nature for what it is, right? Because we're too in a city. In Dubai is a good place, right? Again, the only thing I'll have complain about Dubai is probably the weather, which everyone does. So it's
it's always hot.
It's always hot. But in winters, it's very nice.
It's still hot though. It's still hot.
No.
It's not that hot.
It's sunny, but it's not hot.
Yeah.
It's cold, but it's sunny. It's just...
And humidity is what kills you in Dubai. Yeah.
People are fainting and stuff, bro. It's annoying, man.
I think that's where we found our balance, because even though we stay in Dubai, the fact that we flew to Georgia, we had a balance between terrain and city life.
Yeah. And I feel
I definitely prefer that instead of just staying in city. So why I meant that I'm a city person is because I enjoyed that balance. Because for the first few days, I got to experience how it would be staying in a hilly side. It's cold. It's cold most of the times, and then we moved to a city.
Yeah, it's so cold. It's so nice.
That's basically the balance that I liked most about.
I mean, I definitely prefer the whole chilly side of Godari. I mean, compared to from where we went from
I
hot...
think the max temperature in Godari was 10?
10.
Wow.
It was 10, 11, something like that. Which is very nice for us, but it's a different change because we went from
I think that's also the kind of cold I've experienced for the first time.
Really?
Not experienced anything else
nice.
other than that.
Nice. We should go ski Dubai, actually. I want to... Dubai is a place...
It's not the same as...
Yeah, true. But still. But yeah, then moving on. So we moved from... So what is our plan? How was the itinerary? Actually, you explain the itinerary. I have done my part in planning and everything.
We were very new to planning an itinerary because we've never visited the place, so we didn't know anything about Georgia itself. So one idea that came up was to ask ChatGPT to plan an itinerary for us, and fair enough, it did it really well.
Yes. It did really well.
I mean, we had to tweak it a bit. But
we tweaked it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
We tweaked it so much. I mean, see, it gave us a really rough sketch. And that was what we went off of. And I'm like, okay, we have this gate. And it gave us okay, you can go visit these places. And that was very nice. But then at the end of the day, we didn't follow the itinerary. We followed
a
rough...
60%.
No, maybe 40, 50%.
40%?
Yeah. Because I'll tell you what we did follow. We followed the places that it gave us, or some of the places, or some of the places that it gave us. We followed the gaze, like, okay, it's like from here to here we do this, and then from here to here we do that. But also the fact that we also gave our inputs. For example, I wanted to, instead of going to Tbilisi and then exploring Tbilisi, then going Gudari and then coming back to Tbilisi.
Yeah, we started off.
We started off, landed and went directly to Tbilisi, Gudari. And then we explored Gudari and then came to Tbilisi and then explored and then came, because you remember the first day we landed in Tbilisi? I mean, yeah, we landed in Tbilisi and went on the way to, I mean, first of all, the traffic in Tbilisi is so bad.
Pain.
You know what? I am so glad that you experienced the traffic in Tbilisi. In Tbilisi.
Oh.
When we coming back. So when we were going, I had experienced both the traffics, the one in Tbilisi and the one in the viewpoint.
Oh, yeah.
It was so bad, man. I don't.
When,
the thing is,
so we had to reach our Airbnb at 2. That's when we had to check in, but we reached at
6:30.
6:30 because of the traffic.
Yeah.
And it's all for a viewpoint. Okay, I get it. Like there's like few spots where people can park and they can see, but I don't get the point.
So what happened was we were going. We landed. Visa on arrival, right? In Skarg, yeah. Everything was smooth. We went out, got our SIM cards, and then the rent-a-car guy, George, shout out George. He came in. He picked us up. We got scammed a little bit though. I'm not gonna complain.
No shout out to Josh.
Take it back. No, to be fair, I was more like I didn't want to lose the car. I got like scammed a little bit. Then not to have a car and our whole plan be ruined and the guy not showing up, right? So I was like, okay, well, it's fine if he scams us, but I'd rather have the car and be scammed and then not have the car and then not be scammed. So he came to us, picked us up at the airport, took us through the license translation. Explain it on the vlog. You can go watch that vlog. I linked the vlog in the description.
I think our communication with George was lost in translation.
Exactly. But yeah, we went translate, and then after we did the contract or whatever administrative work, we left from there. I drove first, right?
Yeah.
I don't know when we switched. Okay, we switched in the. Okay, so I drove.
No, so I think from the airport, George picked us up. He was the one driving us until where we went and got the translations, and then from there, you wanted to drive so that I could set up the cameras
and start the vlogs and whatever. Yeah. And
so, what did you think of that first 5 minutes of when you started driving into the road?
It was nice. To be fair, it seemed like Dubai. We had the same side of car, like the left-hand side of the car where the steering was, and the rules are pretty much similar. So it's like
an hour later, you just hated it.
Okay, so what happened was we exited where we went. We went to the translation, and we were stuck in traffic for almost 2 hours or 2 hours. Yeah, something like 2 hours, something like 1.5 2 hours.
I mean,
right?
we were also very new to the roads, the rules.
Yeah, so we had to take a U-turn, but then we got, I think, an hour it took us to get to that U-turn. But then there was no U-turn when we got to it was like, oh, on the maps it was like, oh, take a U-turn here, but like there's no U-turn symbol.
Don't always follow maps. You should probably have some other apps that can show you Georgia. You know,
Yandex, wasn't it? Was it Yandex?
Yandex. No, Yandex is the one that gave us the taxis.
Okay. Yeah. But no, to be fair, Google Maps is good, really good. But the problem is, some roads are just not.
If you don't have mobile data, you are screwed.
Or you can download offline. I did offline, remember?
Still, I mean, it showed as a U-turn where there was no U-turn.
There was no U-turn. Well, there was a U-turn, but we didn't know if we could take
it. Because
like, we're like, is this how? Yeah, you're like, is this? I don't want to get fined the first day we got. That's what we were scared about not getting a deposit back because it was part of the budget. Budgeting.
Few days of surviving was completely on the deposit.
Yeah. So we went more into the traffic, and then I was like, no, screw this. I took a left from one of the junctions, and I'm like, no, let's go all the way around. I'd rather waste petrol than to get stuck in the traffic. And then we drove for
another few hours.
2 hours, yeah. And then we reached one of the, where was it? We reached We reached like a
That's why we
shop.
reached one of the viewpoints.
No. We reached a shop. That's why we switched. A shop.
Oh yes, we stopped to buy water.
Water and some chips or something, right?
Yeah,
we actually want to get lunch. But it didn't work out.
We never had lunch.
We bought some chips and something, and we were like, okay, let's go. And then you drove, and I set up the camera. We vlogged a bit. Then we reached.
It's all part of the vlog.
It's all part of the vlog. Keep referencing the vlog. I'll link it in the description. Go watch it, guys. But we switched again near a shop near that bridge. Remember the bridge?
Yeah.
We switched there because we wanted to buy something else. And then the worst time to switch because we moved like maybe like 20 minutes down the road, and we got stuck for 2
It was all
hours.
planned.
2
It was all planned.
Because you had the cake, I knew it.
It was
No,
all
no.
planned.
We just took one SIM card, by the way, and I gave it to him because I had no space. Well, I had no slots on my thing. I was like, let him have it.
I
And
think
you had
that was more than enough. Just a
yeah,
SIM
yeah.
card.
If you're going with a bunch of friends, one SIM card is more than enough unless you guys are like splitting up.
Because all we did was like share mobile data,
Yeah.
hotspot, and then whoever had to call, we used WhatsApp.
Yeah.
All of that. So it was good.
Also, a very important thing, take power banks. Very important. Or if you're having a car, take like an adapter that fits in the car.
An EU adapter.
EU adapter. No, that's like, no, for the car, it's the same, that.
No, I'm talking about if you don't carry an EU adapter.
Oh, yeah. Your plug saved us the last moment. Oh, my God.
And
I
it's
was
something
scared.
I saw last minute at home, and I just picked it up. Otherwise, we would have had a hard time.
I took another one, but that didn't work because it had a 3-pin. It was like a 3 round pins, but it didn't work out.
Funny
so.
enough, it's very expensive in Georgia. If you go for an adapter, it was almost
35 lari. No, 35 lari.
40 lari. I saw something with 40 lari.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Which is
Maybe higher
expensive,
wattage, yeah, probably.
Which is expensive.
It's expensive, yeah. I mean, you're buying a electrical thing. But yeah, then we switched and then we went down the road for another 2 hours. I was sitting in traffic. I swear to God, there was a couple and another girl making a whole bouquet of flowers in those two. She made a whole bouquet with like wildflowers next to the road. She's like, yeah, and all dilly-dallying. I was like, in front of the car. And there was like people coming. There was like a waterfall, not fall.
Waterfall. It was a waterfall, yeah. And people were just
So water,
taking water
small
to
thing,
drink.
fresh
Yeah,
water, fresh water.
yeah.
It's like not a waterfall. It's more like a water drip.
So that's the same thing. That's
Is
how
it-
a waterfall looks
No,
like.
it's like a water reservoir or something. They have a name for it. Do you guys know what the name for is it? Like when you,
I would say it's
I
a
don't think she's
waterfall.
listening to me. Huh?
It's a waterfall.
It's a waterfall? Okay, let's call it a waterfall for some reason. Anyways, the waterfall, there was people coming in from like 10 minutes walking down, drinking some water from the waterfall. And then, yeah, I feel like we should have gone. Like,
I mean, it was the first day. We didn't really know what to do.
we were just like, maybe the car will move. Didn't move for 2 hours. So then, and we were like, literally there. Our place was like 10 minutes from there? 15 minutes from there.
15 to 30 minutes.
No,
yeah.
not 30
But
minutes,
it
15.
felt like years.
We were like 2 hours just sitting in. I was there just behind the wheel, not moving at all. Like, we literally put it on like brake or like we switched off the car. I think for half an hour.
Oh, yeah. We did.
we were like, screw this. And then we went to Godari. We checked in. We took another half an hour because if you're going up and down, something happened. Anyways, but the loft was very nice, very beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice place. I mean, there was a beagle family, like a dog beagle family.
Yeah.
We kept feeding the dogs. I wanted to play with the dogs. I don't know if are they vaccinated.
I'm not really sure.
I think they are, right? Because they have
I mean,
the
the
tags.
fact that stray dogs over there are pretty, and they also look like dogs that you can buy from a pet shop in Dubai. Those are the kind of stray dogs that you see in Georgia. There's huskies.
There was husky.
There's a golden retriever. There's a brown wolf.
The brown wolf. We'll talk about the brown
Yeah,
wolf when we
we'll
get to
cover
there.
later.
But yeah, there's a beagle family there. That was what's happening? Oh yeah, we fed the beagle family, and they have these tags on the ears, right? I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's for sheep.
Not for sheep. For the what? Huh? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I can see the time from here. It's fine. Thanks. Rachel's behind the camera, guys. Shout out to Rachel. Thank you for helping us. She was so nervous.
We
about
haven't even
it.
got to the main part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to
can, like-
move on. Yeah.
Go watch the vlog, guys. Explain more. We actually talked. People are like, we should actually get a stabilizer next time
Oh, yeah.
for our camera shots and stuff. Actually, you're a good stabilizer. You're amazing videos, by the way. Just so you guys know, amazing videographer. Horrible picture taker, especially in portraits. I was like, hey, this guy is
See,
next level.
you can only be good at one thing.
No,
You can't
I
be,
mean but
yeah.
you can learn. You can still learn. But
definitely.
amazing, has amazing video shots. I'm like, take picture of me, and then I'm in one dot in the corner, and the view is nice. Like I'm just like, maybe it's just me as well, but damn man, I got nice pictures of you.
You did.
We should upload some of those pictures, bro. It's
I
been
will.
like
I mean, we had 3 posts that just went out. on
yeah,
Instagram, so
but
it's gonna
then
take
those are
some
like
time.
a combined post. It's not, I'm like your DPs. Like you have what's up? Come on, man. But yeah, where was I? In Godari. Amazing food. We had the best food in Godari.
Oh yeah, it was
Amazing. We had
I
a
can still
Kubdari.
taste it, if that makes sense. Because it was the best food I've
Yeah.
ever tasted in a while.
Dude, the Kubdari we had was very nice, man. It's so good.
It's
so
like you have a bite of it and then you just go speechless. That's how good it is.
Elaborate what kudari is. Tell them what kudari is.
So, I mean, if you've seen what pizza looks like, it's not
Yeah.
something that you have on top of pizza. It's a filling is inside and it's all meat.
Yeah.
And when you take a bite of it with that all that butter across that thing, it's like match made in heaven.
I do plan on like going to I told you as well we should go for like a Old Tbilisi there's a place in JBR.
Yeah, in JBR.
Should go check it out.
There's one in Dubai Hills as well, so we're gonna soon check it
I
out.
saw the menu. It was just it's not.
Talking about kubdari, there's another dish I think we both enjoyed.
I enjoyed it more. Like, I had the dish. You had a
No,
taste.
but it
It was
just-
good.
It was
the
good.
be-
It was
so
just
that's the best dish I had.
Yeah.
I think kubdar is more like a snack compared
we
to.
might butcher it when we say its name, but again,
No, kubdar. Oh, the other one.
yeah,
I
you
have
know what
to-
I'm talking
no,
about.
I'm gonna Google this right now.
I think it's called as macaroni.
no, wait, hold
I have
on.
no idea what it's called, but again, that was good.
Shkemaruli, I think.
Shkemaruli.
Shkemaruli.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Shkemaruli. I can't type it. Shkemaruli, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no Wi-Fi here. No, mind. But shkemaruli, what is it? It's like a.
It's a gravy that's garlic. At the same time, there's a lot of butter again. I think they have everything that's made in butter, and they're very well known for bread.
Bread.
And the bread itself tastes better
bread.
than anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
anything.
nice. And
'Cause I think they prepare it fresh.
They prepare
so
it
the bread
fresh.
itself tastes amazing.
yeah, and even though we had a hot dog, remember in Godari,
Yeah.
the hot dog was nice.
I think it
prefer.
was after seeing one of the cathedrals.
No, we came back home. We were just exploring down. We went to the shops. Remember?
Yeah, so we
We
went
went to
to
the Friendship Monument.
oh yeah, Friendship Monument.
Yeah. Or we're going before that.
No, we had shawarma.
Shawarma. No,
Yeah,
that was
shawarma.
in.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's go back to rewind a bit. Actually, we're running out of time, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Rewind a bit. We went to Godari. Next day, we went to north of Godari. We went to Stepensminga. We went
Yeah.
to where else we went? We went to
Girgiti?
Girgiti Trinity Church.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
There was actually a walking thing, trekking thing happening there, but he was too tired.
The thing is, we tried to do all this trekking with car, but no, never do that,
No,
please. Remember the other road?
Oh no,
that
the roads. Yeah. No, and then the trekking next to the. You remember?
Oh yeah, because I mean,
You were like too
it
tired or
was literally
something.
the next day. We woke up early in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah,
We
yeah.
had literally no rest, and this man just wanted to go on a hike.
Hey man, when in Rome, or when in
True.
Godari. But it's fine. We weren't. What do you say? We weren't prepared for it. Right. Even last moment, my sister was like, "Hey, take this jacket and go." Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken this red jacket. Remember? But yeah,
Yeah,
we
you need
went
to carry your essentials. Definitely.
yeah. Especially in Godari, it doesn't matter where.
Wherever you stay,
You have to take a
need,
cord. You need cord this thing. Especially in summer, you need hoodie at least minimum. So in Godari, Stepensminga, went to Trinity Church.
Trinity Church.
Then we went up, and from there we changed the itinerary.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, let's just go Dariali, which is like almost even more to the border of Georgia. We're like, okay, let's go, and we changed the itinerary there. Went all the way to Dariali Monastery, which was like are you okay? Man's been just dying out here. It's Rachel, by the way, so just so you guys know. But the monastery is nice. The waterfall next to the monastery, there's a beautiful waterfall there.
Yes,
Amazing, gorgeous views. The mountains I've never seen
I mean, even though
so
the
high.
weather was hot, that waterfall gives you a
Oh.
good breeze.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the weather's not hot.
It was humid.
It was cold,
It
man.
was, because we were next to the waterfall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe, yeah.
yeah.
That's what, I think that's where the humidity comes in. But yeah, most of it was like it was humid, but not humid in the sense of expecting humid. It was like more like it was like very moisture in the air.
Moisture, yeah.
It was like moisture. Is that a word? I don't know.
We
It was
will
more.
create our own words.
Yeah, there was a lot of moisture in there. Then we went to then we came back all the way to what's that? We were supposed to go Crusoe Valley, but we didn't go Crusoe Valley.
We didn't.
No, we were supposed to go Crusoe Valley. Took that right, and then we saw this huge like what do you call that thing? Cable car?
Cable car, yeah.
Cable
Yeah,
car.
Yeah. And, we
And
stopped.
I had to force you. So before going to this thing, by the way, I was like, yeah, we're going paragliding, by the way, for a whole 2 months. I was like, we're going paragliding.
If I knew that this was part of the itinerary, I would never said okay to
Sure.
the whole trip.
Please. Oh yeah, actually maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I would have never said okay. No. Yeah.
But
I
we
mean,
were
I'm not
supposed
scared of heights, but I am.
that sentence itself has so much contradiction to itself. Like, I'm not scared, but I am scared.
Because I mean, I fly.
You fly?
In the sense, I fly in planes.
Oh, then, yeah, but then
again, I don't know how I do it, but yeah, I do it.
I don't know. So so then I was like, okay, I'm also sick. I think a few days before the paragliding thing, I was like, I'm too sick. I can't go paragliding. But I still tell him to go paragliding. Just keep the standards really high. And then after that, I was like, okay, since you're not going paragliding, we'll go cable car. You have to come because you're saying no to paragliding. He's like, okay. So then we went.
Yeah, I think that was an alternative, the cable car.
It
It was also an experience.
It's very
Like,
nice,
it
very
was
nice.
Very pretty.
You were like, his eyes are shaking in the cable. I was like,
Because it was just literally the two of us and
No,
that
on a
huge cable
swinging
car.
car.
Because of the wind, it's just been swinging back and forth, and it felt like that's it. Life is over.
every and there's like signs on the cable car says don't move, don't move,
and
don't
it's
jump.
like-
And I was just like, I'm not moving. Oh yeah, I'm not scared, guys.
moving
I'm
at
not
all,
scared.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
I'm not
vlogging.
scared,
I
really.
vlogged a small clip. You can see him. He's like, I'm not scared, guys. I'm fine. The whole time.
Yeah.
But then we went to another. There's a restaurant on top of the first station. We
Yeah.
went to school stations. Yeah, and that was nice.
I
And
think
the
we got
top.
some fresh lemonade from there. That's
Yeah,
what
it was
we-
nice actually.
Yeah,
but there was a
actually
weird
nice.
tasting lemonade.
Yeah, I think it had some
Vanilla. It had vanilla essence or something.
Guys, vanilla essence on lemonade.
I don't know, man. It's super weird. It's weird.
But it tasted nice though.
It tasted decent. I did not hate it, but I didn't necessarily
It
not
was
like
something
it.
new for your taste buds.
Yeah. Then we went to the top of this thing. It was super cold, and the best part was the clouds were just hanging on the mountain
It
tops.
felt like you could touch them.
And some people actually went to the top. Remember when we were coming up, there was
Yeah.
some like a couple or some two people on.
There was
like,
a family, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, if it's a couple, same thing, right? They don't have no kids, so I can't call them a family when they have no children, right?
Let's say there were people there.
People were
Yeah.
there. They were there. It was super breezy, super
was,
windy,
it
and
was.
we stepped away like, oh. I mean, like,
Even though after wearing sweaters.
yeah, I wore like a
yeah.
huge puffy jacket, and I
it
was like,
still
oh.
cold. It was
Yeah.
still cold.
She just immediately, like, we stayed up maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then
Yeah,
we
that's
got
it.
back in.
We came
Another
back in.
family came from the other side, right? Yeah. We got back in, came all the way down. And then we started going to Truso Valley, and then we just took back, and you're like, nope.
It's not working.
It's not working. The
I
car was not worth it
Yeah.
for that.
and I think we were also going to see one of the churches up the hill, and that's when also our car gave up on us. Or we gave up. We were like, no, we're not
St.
gonna do
George's
that.
Church.
All for a picture.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it, it's
at all. Like we went to see the church, horrible. Then we went back down. Then we came back home. Then we explored some south of Gudari next day, I think, right?
Yep.
Pasanari, Anganari,
All of those places.
Arnisi,
Arnisi.
and we went to more churches in that 1 week than I've been to the whole year in Dubai.
I mean, I think that's what Georgia is known for.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cathedrals.
The one thing I regret not having is having a tour guide in the churches, and I was telling you about it, right? We can go explore these places and it's nice views and stuff. We don't need a tour guide for that. But the churches, I feel like we definitely needed someone because I wanted someone to explain to me what's happening. Why is there a head, like a headless or just a head in one of the
chair in
pockets?
the
I
middle,
was like, what? Why? Who's that? I mean, I know some of the stories, right? But then most of them are not like. I have no idea. Right, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I would say if we went for the second time just to explore, that would be great. So the first time to have a tour guide, and the second time. we go by ourselves.
For sure. And then the third day we came down to Tbilisi. No, we
Yeah,
came
I think
close to Tbilisi. We went to
Close
Mishka.
yeah.
Went to the old town.
Mishketa.
Mishketa,
Yeah.
the old capital of Georgia.
Georgia.
We met an old woman who kept bugging me.
Apparently, she wanted money from you. I don't know what she saw.
Oh my god!
Should have told her this man saves. He doesn't spend.
I can. I'm on a budget. Please don't take my money. No, what happened was, we were going to the information booth in the cathedral in Mishketa, and Smechkin and someone's called. Anyway, I'm not gonna butcher it. And there was an information booth, right? I was like, oh, let's go there. And I climbed up the small stairs, and next to that was like a slope, right? And I was coming back down, and this old woman comes up to me. She's like, "Hello, Jared," and she didn't speak any English, but she kept her hand on my shoulder. And I'm walking down the slope, so I assumed
She wanted help.
yeah, because she's old. I'm like, oh, I'm a nice guy. Why not help her? Old woman. And after she came down the slope, she's like, money. I was like, I have no money, madam. I'm sorry. I got that.
The fact that she thought that you are rich from your skin tone, I'm not being racist, but I don't know.
He's like, yeah, press money. I was like, madam, I'm on budget. I have no money. I'm sorry. And she kept tugging me. I was like, oh, I don't know. And I had to push her off, which I felt bad. But it's what it is. I went to the church in this thing was very nice, in Mishketa.
Yeah.
Maybe again, needed a tour guide, but it was nice. It was very beautiful, very serene. In Mishketa, we went to like 2 churches that day, right? One here, one there. Yeah, and then we went back.
I remember going to churches, nothing else.
Went to so many churches,
Yeah.
man. We went back home, and then I think we explored a little bit more near Godari. We had more. We had King Kali and
Also, we
some
were on a mission
kebabs.
to find our Georgias.
Oh my god, you found your Georgia, man. You found your Georgia. Shout out to that. I forgot. I should have taken a name, man. That was so nice. Anyway, so then after that we came back. Next day we checked out and came back to Tbilisi.
Tbilisi, yeah.
We
I
went
think
to
it was,
Javeri
was a
Monastery.
2-hour drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
went to Javeri Monastery. And after that, we went to Shimi Gobi Monastery, which is all the way up
Yeah,
the hill, went
all
up
the way
and
up
down.
there.
Remember
Yeah,
that? Yeah. That's the only place we could record and put on the vlog because every other churches had people and monks and priests or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we just go in here, record. So recorded that. It was nice. It's very nice. It's very serene. It's very like very peaceful. It's very like you feel it's very holy, you know. But yeah. Then we checked into Tbilisi. That's when you drove back and you
Yeah.
experienced
The traffic,
a
bit,
bit of the
let's
traffic.
say 5%.
No. You experienced like maybe like 30%, 30,
30%.
40%. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But it was so like so bad, man. Can't be asked. We were supposed to check in early.
Yeah, and fun fact, I never knew basements could be livable. It was
Yeah, every basement we saw is in horror movies.
yeah.
There's
and
always
then
some
this
ghost.
was actually a pretty house, a pretty basement. Actually,
Shout out to Misho, man.
Yeah,
He's a very
it
nice
was,
host.
amazing.
He gives free wine. Whole bottle of wine. This is horrible. We don't drink wine. I don't drink wine. I don't drink. He doesn't drink wine at all. No,
but
so it's-
we tasted it. It was
Yeah, it was.
it was
No, I'm not a wine guy.
because I mean it was a part of gratitude, so we had to
we had to
we had
indulge
do
a
it.
little bit,
Yeah.
but it's not fun. I'm not a wine guy. I'm not an alcohol guy at all. But then we went explored. Next day was so bad for my legs and your legs, and we walked. I almost fainted. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, let's go home. Let's go home.
Because what we basically did was we went out to explore all these places, part of our itinerary, and then in the evening we just explored by ourselves just to see what.
So
all
in the
is
morning we
the
went
surroundings and all
to the which cathedral was it? Samiba Cathedral.
that. Yeah, that's the main one.
Main one, the
Yeah.
biggest one,
That's where we
Tbilisi,
also
if I'm
had.
not wrong.
That's where we also had.
The Shmakaruli.
Yeah.
And we went to explore the cathedral and we came out and there's a small cafe called Cafe Natra or Natra, I don't know how you say it, I'm not butchering it, but we ordered Shmakaruli or Shmakaruli, whatever you call it. And there was a beautiful waitress there. She was very nice. She was very lovely, okay? And this man was like, hey, let me get a number. I don't know. But she's a very lovely person. She really hosted as well.
Yeah.
The food was very delicious. I loved the food. I loved the bread. Loved the gravy. Loved it. I'm dying to have it again. It's
Even
fine.
the ambience was good.
Yeah.
The place, yeah,
Yes.
it was really
It was-
nice.
I think we went down sunset again, right? In the same evening, I
we
think.
went back to the same place
Same,
again.
you kind of get a name, but then it's already gone. But yeah, love stories. It's always kind of fine. Georgia, it's fine. Then we explored Narikala Forest. No, Fortress.
Fortress.
Sorry, keep saying forest. Like it's some forest. But we went to another Meteki Virgin Church.
I think so.
Yeah, and then after that we went to.
See, I never kept any names in my head, so because I was just following you wherever you went.
Yeah, this is my
That's-
plan. I was like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go to that.
Yeah.
Then after that we went to where did we go after that?
We went and explored the city.
Oh yeah, we came back to Narikala. We came down and then we just took a taxi back. No,
Yeah.
we went back to Metro and then we went home
Yeah.
because we were too tired. And
By
then
the
we-
way, public transportation
Very cheap.
so cheap.
So cheap. It's so
very,
cheap.
Very cheap.
guys, please take public transport. I mean, even the taxis
Yeah, the taxis are damn
very
cheap.
cheap. 20 lari from us.
It's not even 20. It was 7.
No,
but-
from our this thing to the airport.
Airport, yeah, but then if you had to go anywhere
Yeah,
within
it's
the
like
city
5
itself,
laris,
yeah,
like
it's,
that.
it's very cheap.
There's no like minimum payable amount. Like here, taxis have like 12 dirhams
there
and
it
Sharjah is
literally
like
shows
10.
you on the app how much
You have
it
to pay
will
in
charge you.
advance. Yeah, you don't have to pay more than that. You have to pay
Yeah.
exactly what it is. And the guy, they will have to follow I think they have to follow the road that is assigned to them.
Yeah.
Like when the poor guy dropped us
On top of the-
yeah, I felt bad for the guy, man. But I think he had to follow.
He went through a lot with the car.
Yeah, I heard some noises I didn't want to hear from a car.
Yeah.
I can't reproduce them in the bag, but anyway. Oh yeah, guess more. I forgot. But yeah, after that we went to where we go?
We explored
In the night-
basically
in the night.
downtown of Tbilisi.
Yeah,
of-
in the
as
night-
I would
the
say
nightlife,
is
yeah.
of Dubai. Yeah, and I didn't
Yeah.
know Georgia is a very rich country. because you see all these rich people around you, and you're like,
I would
this
say
is supposed to be a affordable place.
thing is, yeah, I feel like because you're seeing such nice cars and nice place. I mean,
Oh yeah, some very nice cars.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, we see a lot of nice cars here, but it's
So the
become
fact that
annoying.
you
It's
see them
common.
there,
Yeah, it's
it's
more
not
like
something you will
ooh,
expect.
they're like
You will
rich.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect to see
Yeah,
that.
I think we saw mostly Priuses and like very old cars,
Yeah.
but then you see random Ferrari and like a random Mustang. Like, where did this come
There's
from?
a Lamborghini you see. a
Yeah, like,
Dodge.
huh? why are you here?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was nice to see. I mean, it just says, it's just the stark contrast of like the economy, which is nice. You have affordable living, but then also you have luxury living as well. And remember there was like a Holiday Inn or something. I don't remember, but there was a nice hotel there, like big blue color building you saw.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Actually, I think it was Rove. Not Rove. Was it Rove? I don't know if it was Rove, but I think it was Rove or Holiday Inn, one of them, or something like that. So you have both luxury and this thing. Then next evening we went out to explore this thing. There's a lot of casinos that we saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of casinos there. There's a lot of like clubs there, I think, as well, right? Yeah. But
We planned on going to one, but I don't think we ever went. Yeah, we
couldn't go.
didn't.
yeah, sorry. But yeah, then next day we just explored a little bit of some malls.
Yeah.
City Mall, I think one of them was
City Mall.
Liberty Square Mall.
Liberty Square.
Or
yeah.
Galleria is called Galleria Mall.
It is Liberty Square.
No, that is a metro station.
Oh,
The
okay,
thing is
okay.
called Galleria Mall, and the station is, which is integrated into the mall, by the way. So the metro station is integrated into the mall.
It's just like Dubai Mall. You use the metro
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you just walk out and enter directly
yes,
into the mall.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
exactly the
Also,
same
the
thing.
metro was just fast, bro. I don't even know how. Like I was,
I don't
he
think
was
anybody
scared
could
for his
keep up with
life.
that, yeah. It was-
Man was going 200 miles in the metro station. In the
I think the distance from World Trade Center till Union, it would usually take, let's say, around 15-20 minutes.
World
if we
Trade
went.
Center to Union. Yes.
Yeah, we've reached in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. I was just, I was scared. I was like, the noises that you hear in the metro station, it's
Yeah.
just, I'm just like, just praying in the corner, like, oh, please, I'm going to be alive by the end of this metro ride. It was fast, man. It was very fast. Like I said in the vlog, I'd rather have, I have the speed of the metro in our metro, but without the driver, like with the person.
person.
Like without a person, like automated.
Oh, it'll be worse then if somebody's
No, 'cause
if
it's-
the metro's going at that speed.
No, because it's all automated, right? It's all like everything speaks to
Okay,
each other,
that,
right?
yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, that is
What do you think about the people?
very lovely,
Yeah,
very lovely.
I mean,
We-
it
we
has its
met-
ups and downs. If you can speak the language, they might.
Oh
be
yeah, I mean I
very
think that's
nice to
most of
you.
the Europe countries, right? If
Yeah.
you can speak even a little bit of language, they like have some kind of connection with you. But we encountered a couple who helped us buy our food
Yeah.
in Carrefour. There was a Carrefour.
There's a car for there.
Dude,
yeah.
Carrefour. Sorry, I'm butchering even our names here. But Carrefour was there. Marginal Futem was everywhere apparently. I don't know how they make it there in Georgia,
Everywhere.
but it's weird.
And shout out to Spar. Spar
Spar.
really helped
Spar,
us.
yeah,
earlier.
Spar really helped us.
Yeah, there's a one and only supermarket that's everywhere.
Yeah,
The-
it's literally everywhere. There was
it helped
like
us.
4 spas near our place.
Yeah,
There was one opposite. There's one going to that place, you remember? And then there was like 2 on the way. We went to that end of this thing, remember? Yeah. So spa is everywhere. In Godai, there was like a spa next to our house, next to our loft.
next to left. Yeah,
And the last day, I think we just explored a little bit and then came back. We bought some souvenirs and then we came back.
I mean, we tried McDonald's in Georgia, which never showed up with
Shout out to
food,
McDonald's.
which never came with food.
You ordered.
the
you
only
ordered
thing they
your-
had to do was deliver whatever I ordered.
And the guy sent more fries, I think, because
He
he
sent
messed
more
up.
fries, but then there was no drink.
Mm.
It was empty. I mean, there was a cup, but then it had no drinks in it.
There was, those are like little small, like maybe like 2 sips of Sprite or Coke. You bought Coke, right? Diet Coke or something. I don't know.
that Coke.
But yeah. Then yeah, we came back. It was very, very lovely. I loved going to Georgia. We should definitely like go out with all of us to next year. Next year, inshallah. Next year. But that was Georgia. Loved Georgia. Would I go back? Probably yes, because we haven't gone to Kutaisi and Batumi and back
There's
places
a lot
and
of other
stuff.
places to
Yeah.
explore.
How do you? I feel like if you're going to like, we went in our place, right? If you're going our place, you need a lot more days, and we need a car and like proper.
You definitely need a car.
Yeah.
If you have to get to places, yeah.
For sure. I think going with more friends is more beneficial financially, especially like for the car. If we split it by 2, so if imagine you split that car by 4, you can take it for a longer duration and for a better car as well. Right. So
I mean, it also depends on the plan, right? Because we only wanted the car as we were going to
Sorry.
Godavari. We didn't need it.
I mean,
technically
you don't
in
need
Tbilisi.
you don't need transportation
and
in
you don't need to rent a car in Tbilisi.
Tbilisi. It's
because
not
there's
worth it
public
also.
transportation everywhere.
Yeah,
The traffic, it just
it's horrible. It's horrible.
it's just horrible. You're gonna lose a lot of money on petrol, so
Yeah.
it's not worth it to have
No,
a car.
petrol is decent, I think. I mean, maybe
It
because you had
depends
a
on the kind of pump
Yeah.
you go to.
but also we had a better car. We had
Don't
a
freak out while filling petrol.
Oh, see, Larry, please. I was like, no, chicha, what are you doing? Yeah, I gave him money. I don't know. But I think we had a better car. That's why we didn't spend as much as in petrol. Man. Shelly, no, Shelly's Shelly's in Ash's car. But yeah, I love Priuses. I love fuel efficient cars. It's very I don't know, it's an OCD kind of thing. But that was Georgia. Georgia's very fun. I love Georgia.
Yeah.
We're actually running out of time because we are
Are we
supposed
missing
to.
out on anything else before we?
If you're on a budget, I prefer if you're going on a budget, I feel like you should have extra. Oh yeah, I also take emergency funds just
Yeah.
in case. We took like $500 worth of dollars, whatever.
Dollars as emergency.
Yeah, as
It
emergency.
always stayed as emergency, even
Yeah.
though we wanted to convert. This man he never lets
No,
you
no,
do.
no, no. You gotta stick to your budget. Yeah, man. I'm just maybe is
That's
it
what I said.
conjuice?
The budget had to be, even though we had to starve.
Am
We're
I
still on a
conjuice?
budget.
Am I conjuice?
I'm not gonna say anything.
No, what do you like? If it,
No,
like,
you're not.
no, I feel like I'm not conjuice. I feel
I
like
think
I'm
we're
very.
just literally the opposites. I like to spend. You like to save.
Yeah, I think it's a childhood thing. My mom was like, "Oh, save," and I had to pay those
But
those
you
those
actually
coin.
taught me how to save.
Yeah,
You did.
there's a
So,
lot. I was gonna talk about it, but then we have no time. I think we're gonna come on another episode, maybe a few episodes or something down the line. But I think for now, we're good. We can talk about Georgia. We already had a whole vlog, but I guess he spoke mostly about Georgia this
Yeah,
episode.
we explored everything through the vlog. We actually took you through the journey with the vlog.
Yeah, so that was nice. But yeah, I want to talk about your September university thing that's starting
Okay.
soon. Since it's already September. Good luck.
Already?
Yes. By the time this comes out, it's gonna be September. So it's already in the end of August. So good luck. We will
Thank
talk
you.
about your first few days and first few weeks or whatever your first
Later.
experiences. Yeah.
If I'm still alive.
What?
You
Don't
never
die.
know. You never know.
Don't die on me, please.
The
I want
work,
to.
the work pressure, everything's gonna get you. So you know.
Yeah, you have opted for a very tight schedule for your next 2 years of your life.
Yeah.
Work and university balance is gonna be. Hope I see you often.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
I do want to see you often, but I don't think that's not realistic, right? Maybe probably on the weekends I'll probably see you more. But yeah, I just want to say good luck to that. I do have a lot of more things to talk about, but then again, we're running out of time, right, Rachel? No, we're not. Are we not? Oh, how much time we have left?
Yeah. Is this something we can quickly go through?
Oh, we're fine. Oh, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to talk about your
Rapid fire.
rapid fire question. Let's go. Another thing I want to talk about is your Oppenheimer obsession.
Yes.
You watched the
If
movie
you haven't
twice.
watched it, you should.
Ah,
If you haven't
What's
watched the
happening?
movie, you should. This man has not watched the movie yet, and I've been
hey,
telling him to go and
yo,
watch.
don't expose me like that, bro. Also,
Because you
like
haven't.
stuff. Yeah,
Because
I
you
mean,
haven't, and it's worth the experience.
thing is, yeah, I'll tell you why. Indian cinema, well, not Indian cinema, Indian theaters, right? Okay, so I'm into India
I
recently.
think you're conjuice enough to go back to India just to watch a movie.
Bro, I'll actually, you know how, okay, I'll explain how much is it, right? So a movie, premium tickets, I'm in the backest of the seats, reclinable chairs, I'm like basically sleeping in the last seat. Hey, yo, what's happening in the background, man? Anyways, I'm in the best seat possible. I'm in the back of the theater, amazing seats, getting nice comfort, right? A nice screen as well. And all that for the price. How much do you think the price? I mean, you know the price,
I
but
know the price. Yeah.
it's $5, man. 5 dirhams for a premium seat in an
You
amazing.
said with food and drinks.
No, not with
included,
food
right?
and drinks.
Okay.
Food is, I mean, food is expensive, but not expensive as here. It's like half of what it is here. It's like $10 for like a whole popcorn and drink, which is also amazing because like I'm spending $15 for like to watch an amazing movie. I watched Blue Beetle, by the way. I didn't tell you about. Did I tell you about
You
this?
did.
Okay, I did. Yeah, it's a good movie, by the way. Good
Okay.
movie, but
That's not what I'm hearing about the reviews, but we're not gonna get into
yeah,
that.
I think it's comparatively to the new movies that have come out, like other movies that have come around.
From DC, you mean?
No, just generally that have been
okay.
coming out.
Okay.
Other than Oppenheimer, I haven't seen Oppenheimer.
You should.
Sorry.
You should definitely.
Man, I don't want to spend
Instead
40
of wasting your time in anime,
40
you should
bucks.
definitely go
Bro,
and watch
it's 40
this.
bucks, man.
I told you it's worth the experience.
Nah, man, I don't see.
It is. You haven't even watched it, so how can you just assume that?
It's 40. Like after you pay $5 for an amazing movie experience.
So are you gonna just book a flight ticket every single time you want to watch a movie? Is that how this works?
Listen, man.
Exactly.
I don't know. But maybe, but I don't know. Man. After spending so little on something, you're like, why is? I don't see the point in like.
I think the budgeting of Georgia has gotten into your head.
probably. But yeah, I think I do maybe. Is it still on theaters?
It is. It's been going on. It'll probably go on for the next month because it's been running successfully. Not as successfully as Barbie, but
Yeah, surprisingly, Barbie is
oversold everywhere.
I've seen Barbie as well. It's Greg Kelly has seen Barbie. Greg Kelly has seen Barbie.
No.
Oh, I've seen Barbie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was for a movie about Barbie. It's not that I love Ken more than Barbie, man. I love Ryan Gosling.
No, I think the movie is to show that it's not just Barbie. There's also Ken.
No,
Oh.
it's all about
'Cause
Barbie
I heard
and like
other
feminism
I heard
and
other
like.
people's reviews that the movie is not only about Barbie. It's also to show that there's
No, it's more about Barbie and like feminism and like taking back and.
Ken. Stop
Oh.
it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't see this as content. I'm just explaining my opinion. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't mind. But yeah, for a movie to talk about like feminism and everything, I genuinely love like Ken more than the whole of Barbie's storyline. For those of you who don't know, Barbie's storyline was very. It was just for the hype it was. It was. What? Oh,
I think some people have
the
not
ladies
watched
in the
the
house are
movie.
like, how dare you? I knew it's like, how dare you? Have you guys seen Barbie? Have you guys seen Barbie? Oh my god, bro! What do you think? I'm being assaulted now with Barbie. Okay, wait.
Okay, what's left?
That's it, like, I mean, we'll talk about next episode. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks,
Thank
Abi,
you. Thank you
for
having me
coming
here.
on
Thank
the
you.
podcast. We'll talk
Finally getting
later.
featured
But
on
yeah,
the
thank you
podcast.
guys so much for listening to this podcast. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye. See you.